Are all of the people in Israel racist? I mean, is it fundamentally like
that's a strange question.
Is it sinful beyond redemption?
That's a strange conversation.
So let me rephrase.
That's a very strange question.
Let me rephrase what I'm asking. Like I'm asking, is there something wrong with the idea
Israeli
of the Jewish
society
state?
is an inherently racist society. Yes. Is every single Israeli racist? Probably not.
Yeah.
But Israeli society is an inherently racist society.
So? Yeah.
Is an inherently racist society. We've seen that through books that my sister wrote about the Israeli education system, which demonstrates that it's a racist education system. And it has allowed for 8 decades, and they've kept, we say Israel is a democracy, right? So fine. So the initial governments of the state of Israel were governments that committed, this horrendous, heinous crime against humanity, which is the ethnic cleansing and the stealing of Palestine and so many massacres. There was an apartheid regime that was put in place, and Israelis continued, never spoke out, very few, handful of people maybe ever spoke out against it. They supported it and voted for it and supported it and voted for it all the way to this day. Now, today, there's a segment of Israeli society who, by the way, are the most privileged.
So what's it about them? Is it because they're Jewish? Is it because they're Israeli? It's
not because they're Jewish. Of course not. It's not because they're Jewish. It's because I don't know. It's a racist society. It's a society that's been educated.
Is it beyond redemption? Is it
not beyond
fundamental?
Redemption. It's not beyond redemption.
So there could be a peaceful...
Between Israelis and Palestinians, there absolutely can be a peaceful resolution.
Two-state, maybe. A peaceful two-state.
No.
But can't... Okay,
no.
Here's my question.
First of all, let me... Okay, you bring the two-state. Yeah. Number one, I'll ask you 3 questions about the two states. Number one, what are the virtues of 2 states? Number 2, let me ask you, who gets a smaller portion, who gets a bigger portion?
The Palestinians probably get the smaller portion.
Why?
So I'll answer that.
They're the majority. They're the majority of the population,
okay.
And it's their country inherently. We're settlers. And the third question is, how are you going to make it happen? When the state of Israel has for decades made absolutely every effort to make sure it will never happen.
I want to make a statement which I think you've already disagreed with, but I believe, maybe I'm naive and optimistic, that there can be a peaceful Israeli state sitting next to a peaceful Palestinian state. And I want to say,
do you have an example of that?
I want to say 2 things about that.
Do you have an example of that?
Yeah. So I think that I don't believe that America is inherently racist. I think there's racist people in America and racist policies. I don't think that Israel, there's something about its core that the people there are more racist than anywhere else. I think there's been racism, which we can unpack that. I don't see racism as inherent to the structure of the country. In fact, I think that a Jewish state can be democratic if we view Judaism, as I was saying before, as an ethnicity.
Israel is not a Jewish state.
As an ethnicity.
It's not a Jewish state.